Welcome back to Anime Fight Club, everyone. My name is Grim. Today we're checking out Baki, Son of Ogre, chapters 284 through 286. Wonder who this is. I'm assuming it has to be Yujiro's dad, right? Chapter 284, My Father, and also, he's looking at the aura of whoever that was. From an atomical point of view, there's no mistake about it. His arms, his shoulders, his waist and legs. But what I'd really like to know, why there's a demon on his back. My theory, Professor? These carvings must be religious artifacts. For example, here's another one. The only difference is that the background is completely different. So it looks like he's like stuck in stone or something. But then who could this have been in ancient times if it wasn't Yujiro? Oh wow. So there are actually different shapes, whatever this is. You've got to be kidding me. Spears, blades, arrows, they're all weapons. All of them are aiming at him at the same time. Oh wow, okay. Not only that, it seems that by the size and quantity of these arrows, the largest and strongest army in the world was about to destroy this monster. Wow, look at the details of all these weapons. Well, it may be my imagination, but these look like a giant catalog of all the weapons in the world. Moreover, it's the message of the carvings that are giving me chills. We have to gather everything we have that is powerful and deadly, and launch it all to the devil at the same time. All these weapons to defeat a single devil. What kind of demon could it be? No idea, sir, but it's also giving me chills. He's thinking about if they had to do this in modern times, what type of creature is able to withstand these weapons? It's everything here. Missiles, spears, machine guns, pistols, axes, everything, swords, goodness. So Yujiro still laying into Baki, lands this mean left as Baki's still unconscious and pinned in this car. Just laying him out. Whoa, the audience is gasping at the sound of these punches. Just, oh my goodness, I can only imagine how terrible this must be. But I mean, Baki's still blocking him. I thought he was unconscious, but he had his arms up. And you can really tell. I don't know if he's supposed to be projecting this image, like that's why it's transparent, or if he's supposed to be just moving so fast that you can barely see him. I'm assuming it's the latter. But man, he's still laying into Baki. Another left. Looks like Baki's still trying to block. Damn, they totaled the car completely. He's trying really hard to kill his son. Mr. Director, he's gonna kill the boy. Who are you? Where the hell is Kanzaki? Well, you see, we're taking turns. Man, so Baki's pissing himself more, it looks like. There's liquid coming out of his pants leg. Striking a common human being with this kind of power would have killed him instantly, and the car might have ended up with a considerable dent with some broken windows. But because it was Baki, the car ended up crushed completely instead. A pressing power way more intense than an impact at full speed. Wow, so at this point, Yujiro kicks him instead of punching. Wow, and Baki's so strong and thick and resilient that he's just, it's a rock between a rock and a hard place. Like, that's crazy. It was at this moment when Baki realized the bitter truth. That's right, the hype surrounding the man I'm fighting right now, the menace that every nation fears at the hand of one single man. This is no exaggeration. No matter how hard I train or how fierce I stand in front of him with my power. Wow, he looks to be unconscious. His shirt's ripping, he's falling to the ground, he's hit it and bounced. I will never be able to beat him. Man, so he's just laying there. Look at his back though. Goodness. Now we see this image of someone. Chapter 285. The Son, the Father, and also. This must be it. I'm about to die. I can feel the pain going away. Everything is numb. Ah, wait. Here comes that sweet sensation of excitement, being really focused. Yeah, this is brain coffee, right on time. He's itching on my back. I know you're there, the little demon forming on my back. Hungry for violence, aren't you? It kills me that Baki's always playing, man. He's never like, oh, he kills me. The problem is, little demon, get Doppo. They both Doppo and Tokugawa see something. They're looking. I look at Pickle. Man, I love Pickle. I have nothing else to give. Whatever I had, blood, piss, fear, sweat, energy, fighting, effort, I gave it all. More than I thought I could ever give. This is how it ends. I did a hell of a job. I did a hell of a good job anyway. That was damn good. Looks up smiling. Yujiro. I don't know how he looks. Are you going to keep fighting or what? His back, man. Really? Here is the father that I'm so proud of. The one that ignores the most simple fact. Pickle sees something. Or is aware of something. Are you going to keep fighting? Knowing that I can't beat you. Your Pickle sweating. My corpse will give you the answer, father. And Yujiro hair stands up. As for me, I'll never get the answers that I seek from you. So be it, I'm done. As this person materializes, what's going on? Dad? Time to finish the old... Huh? Look at him. Yujiro's on edge. He's like, what are you looking at? Baki turns around and he sees it too, and his eyes go white. How did he conjure it? Like, how did he get here? I understand now this is Yuuichiro, but still, what a presence. First of all, I would love to see him discipline his child. You. Oh my goodness, Pickle's like terrified. He's covering his head. He's just like, no, I don't want none of this. He's smiling. Baki's hair standing up. He's sweating. The fact that Pickle feels this way. Have you lost your way back to your grave, Hanma Yuuichiro? My goodness. What's going on? Who are they talking to? Oh, Grandpa Yujiro's pissed. He got veins all over the place. Nice to meet you, little Tusk. No way. Those shoulders are humongous. Second, your greedy spirit hasn't changed one bit. Second, oh, maybe the second strongest of the world, or what if he has another child? No, I don't want to say he has another child. That's probably a stretch. Looking at you forcing my grandson to a battle to the death. Some parent you are. He is in fact huge. Little Tusk, listen and do as I say. Yes, sir. You still haven't used that to beat him. Use it and win. My God. Noda, did you see him? It was his ghost. A ghost? Sir, what did you see? Only the ones soon to die could see him. The ghost of Hanma Yuuichiro. The man who destroyed the most powerful American army outside the USA. Chapter 286. Yuuichiro. The man that destroyed an American army. Sorry, sir. I don't quite follow your words, sir. Can you explain? His name is Hanma Yuuichiro. Yuuichiro? He's the father of the ogre known as Yujiro. His father also was powerful enough. It all started in World War II in the Battle of Okinawa. In the beginning of April 1945, when the American troops landed for the first time in Okinawa, the horrors of war continued until they signed the Cadena Treaty in the 7th of September of that same year. Everything about those hellish 6 months was recorded in the history books as the Battle of Okinawa. But as a matter of fact, even if both governments deny that it actually happened, the army conflict continued way after the peace treaty. There's an island in the northeast of Okinawa about 6.5 nautical miles from there. The radius of the island is less than half a mile. The island being so small is not even charted on maps, but the locals nicknamed it the Oni's Lair. You said half a mile? Smaller than a rural village? Why would they call it Oni's Lair? Why America's army would believe in such tales? It was their arrogance that led to their downfall. After hearing who was living inside Oni's Lair, they decided as a game to destroy Oni's Lair and show the locals about their foolishness. For that purpose, they bombed the island with almost 1,000 tons of explosives and bombs. What? An island no bigger than a baseball stadium? Talk about an overkill attack. The attack wasn't aimed to neutralize a strong guerrilla or a village plotting to harm Americans. It was done simply to prove a point to the Okinawans that they were invincible enough to destroy the so-called Oni's Lair. But they weren't counting on the fact that the only resident of Oni's Lair, Hanma Yuuichiro, would confront them. This man is huge. My goodness. They attacked a single man with 1,000 tons of explosives? Even after confirming one single survivor, the battleships fired their cannons. Rockets were dropped from the sky. They destroyed the ecosystem of the island and even changed its shape. And they landed. Their orders were confirm the corpse of the rogue soldier and bring it back to the base for public disclosure. It is said that someone joked about what they would do if they were to find the devil himself there. The irony proved fatal for them. This wasn't a myth or a folktale. There was a powerful Japanese man standing there. Wow, look how he's holding this soldier. His legs broken. He's snapped his neck and he's just holding. Look at his face. Just like nothing's happened. There's no scars, no burns, no nothing from the bombing and bombardment of missiles. He's cool. He's literally the Hulk. That's crazy. The man they were supposed to bring back as a corpse was instead holding the man that was the leader of the ground forces. His neck was bent backwards in the wrong way. Goodness, then he goes to they start to point their guns at him, and he goes to swing this person and launched him at his attackers. It's crazy. Before Sergeant Carwin could turn around, he tossed the corpse of the unit leader against them. The strength that he used for tossing was almost unearthly. Wow. He's slamming these men into the ground. They're all wrapped up against each other. A single toss would kill or injure 3 or more soldiers at once. They couldn't come up with a strategic approach. They were tossed, slammed, stepped on, and a blink of an eye, a full unit of strong men were reduced to a mountain of corpses. Wow. No matter how many times they repeated the same attack, from air, from sea, or land, the result was the same. Now we see the eyes. I didn't see him at first. That's why I went back to his initial image. But now they're out. Look at him flipping this man. Look how he's like flipping him like a propeller. That's insane. How terrifying. The commander of that operation, Fleet Admiral Buford James, a tough guy from Texas, said these words: "We took down the Yamato battleship and killed 4,200 soldiers in Operation 10 Go. We only lost 12 men and 10 planes at that time. Explain to me how in the hell one monkey is giving us all these problems." The man was anything but a monkey. Some young officers swallowed their words. This is not about efficiency. This is about our pride and honor as Marines. Admiral James went as far as requesting General MacArthur to drop an atomic bomb over Oni's Lair Island, declaring it an imminent threat. No way, that's just crazy. 38 days before the attack to Oni's Lair, there was an announcement to Japanese citizens that the war ended and the troops will cease fire. The same night of the request, General MacArthur denied it and finished the absurd operation. The troops were ordered to return to base, and it was in the very last night when it happened. The soldiers heard a loud bang, but they couldn't give credit to their eyes when they saw what? There was a corpse of Admiral Buford James embedded in the floor of the main deck. Whoever did that to him surely wasn't human. Oh wow. Fortunately, there was somebody that witnessed the events of that night. This soldier was the first one that could see the perpetrator that attacked James. He was relaxing on the main deck when suddenly a violent tremor startled him. At the moment he turned around, he clearly saw what happened. So this man jumped on this ship. On the back of the man that was about to leave the deck, there it was, the vicious Oni that everybody was talking about. This man is terrifying. Like, what in the world? I really wish he was still alive, man, to deal with Yujiro. Oh my goodness, and he's calling Yujiro second. So like they must have been through this before, but I feel like Yuuichiro is a far different father than Yujiro. But I'm super glad to see him. I hope there's more to this backstory. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you'll join me for the next one. Please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Please leave a comment about any thoughts you might have had throughout the video. Please share with your fellow otaku. Please subscribe. Check the link in the description for the next video. It'll also be on the screen momentarily, as well as the playlist if you're a new subscriber and would like to catch up to where we